Daniel.
Tim.
James.
Honey Bun.
Welcome back.
Honey Buns and James, really? I mean, I know James, but Honey Bun?
Yeah.
Well, he has a few nicknames. There's Honey Bun. There's Slim Jim. I do.
Slim Jim, really?
In my phone, he's listed as Slim Jim.
Well,
that.
It's Slim Jim because we used to call myself back years ago Slim Hallister
Okay, what's the backstory on that?
because I'm fat. So
You're just kind of the opposite of it. Okay.
because
all
I'm
right.
fat. What's up, Daniel?
I'm good. I can't hear myself. Is that all right?
No, it's all right. Push
Okay.
your thing up in there. What about now?
There we go.
There you go.
Now I can hear you guys. Perfect. I can
Well-
hear my terrible voice.
Welcome back. This is the first time you've seen the new Holliswood Studios.
It honestly looks great. I mean,
Daniel said when he came in, "What are you trying to quit your job?"
I mean, Nikki even added, I'm going to suggest this is a chalkboard.
It is. I'm going to repaint that.
Okay. Oh, I still like it.
Well, she didn't
Was this-
add that. It was like that when we moved in.
Okay. For the grandchildren.
No, when we moved in,
They're not allowed out here.
Oh, okay.
That's true. This is like adults only out
Safe
here.
haven. That's good.
It is.
I didn't realize it was okay. It looks wonderful. It really does.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.
I'll move my mic closer to
You
myself.
can. I added some new booms here for people to
mean-
use. There you go.
I mean, unbelievable.
Mhm.
It probably would have
yeah.
been.
I can like sit back and not even have to move anymore.
It probably would have been good to do this before we started.
Yeah, it's all right though.
But it's okay.
How many rounds of cameras and mic stands have you gone through?
I've gone through quite a bit to not perfect it, but to make it what it is right now.
Yeah. It's not perfected. Daniel and I were just commenting on your poor lighting. The lighting has gone downhill. When you first started setting up, I
Yeah,
was
put my
helping you with your
shades on.
lighting. Yeah, I was helping you with the lighting, making sure it was flattering for everybody. And
Yes,
now
ma'am.
Tim has just abandoned lighting,
There we go.
and he's letting the sun
All
do
right.
it.
Well,
Do you think this is going to be the final product?
the final
far as-
product of the pod.
This-
As far as
Setup.
no, like layout. Yeah.
Yeah, this probably will be it. This
And
is what it'll be. There'll be a fourth camera when we do Two Sad Dads, but
Okay.
speaking of that, we'll never do that again because you can't ever make it.
Well, y'all phoned me in last time, so
I was gonna say, hey, now is your
Yeah.
opportunity
well,
to retaliate.
I didn't even listen to it. So do I need to retaliate?
Well, you.
It was really just Joseph and Mike giving you shit the whole time.
Oh, really?
So you should
Yeah,
give
who
them
would've-
You
some.
say you're saying I should have listened to it before I got here.
You probably should have just listened to it anyway because you were on it.
Well, yeah.
So you could be.
Or,
I typically don't like to listen to my. I mean, I do sometimes, but sometimes I don't.
No, I get it.
or you just give them shit just to cover your bases.
So
Joseph, Mike.
proceed. So you could start this by
So
saying,
no, why don't you proceed by
Dude.
telling me what they said about me?
you were on the phone with them.
Well, I mean, I was making dinner. I mean, I don't remember.
Yeah, they're just talking normal
Yeah.
shit about you not being here.
Was it really 2.5 hours?
It was about 2 hours.
Good Lord. That's a long time.
Yeah, it was like, what did we decide it was? Like 3 sad dads or 2.5 sad dads or something?
3.5 sad dads.
Yeah, didn't we do the math and we were way off?
Yeah, but
Something like
we're not
that.
mathematicians.
Yeah, that's
though.
true.
So,
That's true.
well, this is going to be the last episode of October. So,
Okay.
and that we've been following the theme of spooky season type stuff on these podcasts
Since Halloween.
because Halloween's coming up here pretty soon. So tell me about your Halloween. Are you a big Halloween celebrator?
I am. And you know what I was watching this morning and you know what I thought about doing for Halloween? Or actually, I thought about doing this a few years ago. I turned to my wife. I was like, do you think anybody would have a wheelchair in the neighborhood? Because I rented the wheelchair for this, this costume. And what I wanted to be was the legless Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
That's pretty
A
good.
buddy of mine did it, and I saw pictures of it a long time ago. I think he did it like 10 years ago, and I thought that was just, it cracked me up. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, that would be great to do that. And then I was watching The Goonies this morning, and I thought about the guy that, the older brother that kind of works out.
Yeah.
I was like, what a simple costume that would be. You just have to get the bandana, a pair of running sweatpants, and those stupid shorts that go over them,
Yeah.
and like a hooded sweatshirt, and go trick-or-treating.
I don't know, man. I like the Lieutenant Dan thing better.
Yeah. I wonder if I could do that. I bet you I could.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said she had to push me around the whole neighborhood all night.
I mean, that's basically like the best scenario ever. because when you're trick-or-treating, the worst part about it is having to go to every single little thing. But if you're in a wheelchair, you just get pushed around.
So here is, you guys have passed this threshold. My oldest is now, actually, it's funny because my oldest is 15. He's a sophomore in high school at Franklin. He actually has a football game that night because Halloween's on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
But even if he didn't, I'd assume he probably wouldn't go trick-or-treating. My middle is in 8th grade, so she's kind of like on the cusp of maybe,
Yeah,
am I too cool for it or not?
too cool, but maybe just enough to like get some candy.
Yeah. And then I have an 11-year-old, Bo. So do you at that point kind of let them do their thing or do you stay home and hand the candy out? Because I don't think we've ever really stayed home and handed candy out because we're always walking around with the kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when the kids got to teenage years, we kind of let them figure out what they wanted to do. Sometimes they'd want to go just hang out at a friend's house for Halloween. Sometimes, young boys, they still want to go around with their pillowcases and T-shirt and
I was a pillowcase kid.
not really costume and go get,
Free
their
candy.
stuff. But I think around 15, they definitely were not doing that anymore. That was more like the 12, 13 year
The cutoff
range. Yeah. So I think end of middle school, maybe freshman year at the latest is when they kind of stopped doing that. But
So I'm thinking about it's kind of cool to be able to just, have a little bonfire in the driveway and
Well, that's what I said on
have a couple beers and
on a different episode. I was talking about how every time we used to go to take the kids trick-or-treating in the fancy neighborhood out here, like you see all the people sitting around, hanging out, drinking beer. And, I'm like, man, I want to do that rather than being cold and walking around the neighborhood.
Right. We had a neighbor in our old neighborhood when we lived in Antioch in Stanford Village. She would give out spiked apple cider for the adults.
Oh, I'm glad you said for the adults.
Yeah. Adults only. Adults, but I thought that was a good idea.
Spiked apple cider for the kids. Did you give them a little boost?
Oh, God, no.
To get through the neighborhood?
Gave me a boost, though.
Yeah.
When I was running Forrest Gump and I won the costume contest that year.
So when you take the kids trick-or-treating, are you usually dressed up too, or were you just like the chaperone?
No, last time I dressed up was probably 3 years ago. Yeah, probably 3 years ago, the first Halloween we were in the neighborhood, I was a simple costume. I was Bob Ross because I had the beard.
Mm-hmm.
I got a wig, and I just got a paintbrush, and I just tied it around my neck just to kind of signify because I didn't want to hold the paintbrush. So I was like, so every time I'd walk up to somebody, I'd be like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did people know who it was?
Yeah, the adults did, but the kids didn't.
And yeah, we never did the dressing up and doing all that. The kids trick-or-treated. It fell off pretty quick after that. It was like a hard cutoff at a certain age.
Well,
it wasn't.
you guys are in a neighborhood, but you're not in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's not much action going on over here. So there's like the little kids that are really young, like 3-4 years old, that will go trick-or-treating. And there's like maybe 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes to the neighborhood in Fairview. Like it would be like the version of your neighborhood
in West
Franklin.
Haven or something like that.
Yeah, so you can just go on through and it's very easy to hit house to house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've only passed out candy like
There's
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that last year. I said that I wanted my contribution to the neighborhood. I wanted to get like a trailer and some hay bales and just do this loop.
That'd be cool.
And
He
for
says
the kids,
this every year and it never happens.
That's true. And this year it won't happen either.
It's all right.
I really want it to happen.
Just get Johnny on it, and he'll get you one together.
But if my intention is that I was going to do that, doesn't that make it just as good?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Tim was going to do that.
You still have time to make this happen. It's early in the day. We got my whole family coming over today for a spooky baby shower. And hey, get a trailer, get some hay, take us all on a ride. We don't need kids. We'll just all the adults go.
I don't know.
Just
about
line
that.
the back of your
And we'll
truck
get
up
some
with hay
spiked
bales
cider.
and just say, hop in the back of the truck, kids.
Daniel will give us some spiked cider.
Yeah.
And we'll all do that.
Absolutely. A little whiskey in your apple cider.
There you go.
It's possible. Daniel, let me show you some pictures and see
go
if you
for it,
remember
bud.
these.
When's the last time I was on here? I mean, it must have been 6 months ago.
It's been a while.
A little bit too long.
But I did a Google search for pictures of people in 80s costumes. And so I was looking through this. I was trying to find, like, when you were younger, how it'd be like
I got it.
real shitty, like
Yeah.
yeah, like plastic.
It was plastic.
It's
Yes.
like
It's plastic
100%.
with a printed image on there.
I mean,
not
that
even a
right
good
there
one.
to the middle right probably is an image of me bowl cut, but I mean, that's a spitting image of what I would probably look like as a kid.
Yeah.
Or what I did look like as a kid.
And the plastic masks.
The plastic mask, the plastic
with
pumpkins.
like the elastic that goes behind the head.
Yes.
Like, it was so
Yeah,
it was so
and
bad.
it would always break. Like that little piece of elastic would break. Like before the end of the night.
The plastic cape.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be Dracula.
Yeah,
and so you always had the teeth, and they were always like shitty, like.
And they just rammed up in your gums, and like you didn't have to like create blood out there. You just leave those teeth in, blood would come out on its own.
Gums are just like all scraped up.
And, 100%.
And messed up, but.
And you got to make sure your mullet comes out and be like, Mom, don't touch the mullet, you know?
You're like slicking your hair back to be Dracula, and that mullet was looking good.
Make sure that's extra curls back there, Mama.
When I started looking at these pictures more,
dude, this is literally staring at my family album.
I know.
It's not.
Look at this little kid with the knife. Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm going to show you how to carve this pumpkin.
Yikes.
I remember going to a party in kindergarten.
Look at the Marlboros. The cigarette.
I know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My gosh.
And the kid, my buddy's who was having the birthday party, already had a BB gun, had like a Rambo knife at like, at 6 or 7 years old. And I was like, man, wow. Yeah. I mean, I love the 80s back then. Nobody
But look at that.
Shit.
Like what that kid was like, I want to be a cigarette for Halloween.
Look at that. The Q-tip in the ear. That's kind of brilliant, I think.
Yeah.
A little gross, but yeah
that's
brilliant
true.
For sure.
You should have a little thing of wax on the end of it, like make it yellow.
There was another funny one in here. This is another one, like this dumb, if you were the Cowardly Lion or something for Halloween. Oh, yeah. I was going to show you this one.
Isn't that a pig?
Well, I kind of looked over this one at
3
first.
Little Pigs. That's got to be 3 Little Pigs. Go back up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, is it? What's the other one?
I don't know.
It's a lamb.
This one right here is funny because I skimmed over it a minute ago, but then I rememred like you could buy the costume and it would have the chest, like the cleavage chest on it.
Oh, why would you do that to a kid?
Well, it was the 80s.
The 80s.
Yeah, there's no rules in the 80s.
There wasn't. That's awesome.
I know. So that little kid's...
Wait, look at the boy in the blue. What is happening there?
It's like Snuffleupagus or something.
No, it is not.
That would be acceptable if he's transitioning to nowadays, you know what I mean? That's a little girl transitioning to a little boy.
Look at this one, another pack of cigarettes.
And the Trojan family?
Cools. Oh my God. How is that acceptable?
Here's me right here, this Dracula costume. Of course, mine never looked that good.
Now
that one in the middle, that's a little much.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is. Hey, in the 80s though, man, it was okay.
There were no
I don't know
rules.
if that was an 80s picture.
But yeah, so when I was looking for pictures of just like those real shitty costumes that were like plastic, you got them at Walmart. It was like a pack of.
Yeah, it was a pack. It came into the mask was on top, and then had the look. You flipped it around, and had the little kid, the model that told you what it looked like. You're like, God, I hope I'm that kid size.
It was really bad because the eyes were like cut out real big. So I remember having like this He-Man mask because I was He-Man one time.
Some people's eyes are a little closer together. Some people are further apart.
No, it's just like creepy looking all the way around.
You know.
But yeah, so so are your kids going to go trick or treating, or at least one of them?
I think so. I mean, yeah, from what I'm gathering, Bo wants to be my youngest. He's playing football. He's a running back. So he wants to be Cam Scatbo or whatever, the running back for New York Giants.
Yeah.
It's because he's, Bo's like small and stocky, and he wants to be like him, I guess. I don't know, but.
So you've never had people like trick or treating at your well, I guess they do. You're just not there.
Yeah, I mean now I think that's what now. I mean I don't think we're gonna be able to go to the game because we're gonna be hanging out and doing that kind of thing. But I think this year probably will be. If I had to guess, will be the first year maybe at least one of us hanging out in the driveway and or whatever, at least staying at home.
I think last year was the only time we've ever really done that because years before, after the kids quit wanting to go trick-or-treating, we turned all the lights off so nobody would come to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But we got a bag of candy last year, and there was like 3 or 4 people that came, and so we had all that candy.
Speaking of bags of candy, my wife got two bags from Costco that have like the fruit roll-ups, the Gushers.
Nice.
And the fruit by the foot.
Oh.
Right? So it's a 60 count, or what is it? No, it's a 90 count each bag. She got 2 of them. She hid them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's not a great hider, and I found them.
Did you get into them?
Yeah, let's just talk about this. Let's just kind of dissect this for a second.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I did find them, and then I was like, well, if I found them, the kids are going to find them. So I re-hid them, right? Of course, since I know where they're at. Like, all right, I'm good for a little while. I'm like, all right, I'll open the bag and just, take one or two here.
Did she know it? Did your wife know it?
She knew. I was honest. I said I opened up the bag. I found them. I opened up the bag. She goes, Daniel. I was like, if I go through them, I'll buy another bag. It's not like I can't replace it.
Yeah.
She goes, those are from Costco and they sell out. And I'm like, then I'll go next door to Walgreens and I'll buy a shitty bag.
I was going to say,
I want the good stuff for me. And I don't give a I mean, I love the kids in the neighborhood, but like eat some Snickers and some Kit Kats. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty. When I think of candy, like those are like my favorite types.
Well, you just said I'll get some bad candy, and then you said Snickers and Kit Kats. Those are awesome.
So yeah, I know. I'm saying yes if you're straight chocolate, but like if I'm thinking of candy, if I had to be on a desert island with 3 pieces of candy, that would be probably those 3 pieces.
Yeah.
I would go for the pumpkin Reese's.
Oh, gross.
No,
really?
I love those. I love peanut butter, and I love every Halloween when the pumpkin Reese's comes out because it's like double the normal amount of peanut butter that you get in a Reese's.
Yeah.
So I hide them, and then I'm like, all right, I'll just be good. And so I allow myself 3, one of each kind a day. At nighttime, I'll get myself one of each kind, and I'll go to bed. And lo and behold, I go through the first bag in about a month. And it makes sense. I'm like, all right, this is 90. I'm taking, 3 a time. That's, 3 a day. That's 90. That's 30. It's about 1 month I've had them. Because she got them like 2 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, you cannot get into the second bag. You cannot do it. Of course, what do?
You got in that second bag.
I got into the second bag.
Is the second bag gone?
The second bag is gone.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Have you replaced them yet?
No.
Oh, geez.
But in my defense, I feel like there is no defending that, but I felt like I could easily sit down and eat like 20 of those at a time. So when I say I'm like eating 3, one of each kind at a time, I'm really like holding back.
Yeah, extreme restraint there. Yeah.
And my wife's like, you just no self-control. I'm like,
no, that was extreme.
I don't have.
So through these 2 months, has she known that you've been eating
I've completely been utterly honest with her. I mean, but when I finished the second bag, I was like, it's kind of a joke, but I was like, yeah, I finished the second bag. And she goes, of course she rolled her eyes and did her thing, and
she knew it was going to happen. Though.
Yeah, I know.
She knew.
I
so
told
why
her,
is
you
she
got to
mad?
hide them better. You got to hide them better than that.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's like out of sight, out of mind. If I wouldn't have known it, like that's the thing. Like she'll go buy like a thing of Welch's fruit snacks from Costco. Like there's like a 90 count in there, and they're gone in like a week and a half.
I was gonna say if the kids knew where those bags were, it would have been gone in a week.
Oh, 100%. So it's like.
So you say you're welcome.
If it's there, it's like it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You say you're welcome. I did you a favor. I protected these bags.
Yeah.
And you would have 0 bags, but you have 1 left now.
Exactly.
You would have had 0 bags a month and a half ago.
Right.
But you had control.
Yeah. 3
That's
a day,
why they didn't.
Sometimes 1 or 2 at lunch, after lunch. Occasionally, not every day, but occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When you were younger and you go trick or treating, like I know the neighborhoods that I went in, it was always just like the shitty candy.
Yeah, well, we lived in Creve Hall growing up, and up in Nashville, and we lived kind of like how you lived, but we lived like on like acre lots.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like it was like a neighborhood built in the 50s, right? But my parents built their own house on it. But that's besides the point. But so it wasn't like HOA. The houses were real spread out. There were no sidewalks, so we'd always, like you did, go to the next neighborhood down the way where there were sidewalks, and everybody else was trick-or-treating, and you were safe, and you had friends in the neighborhood from school and that and the other, and you kind of just met up and did the thing. So
yeah, it was. I remember when I was younger, there was a lot more loose candy in my bag. Nowadays they don't do that because I guess they were poisoning kids, but they would put like a handful of like candy corn.
Like that? Oh, gross.
Yeah, good. But candy corn sucks.
I think that's far and few between. I like me a good candy corn every now and again.
No, I'm not.
Maybe like limit yourself to like 5 or 6 pieces, but after that,
all it is like eating sugar.
I know, it's straight corn syrup.
Yeah,
like hardened corn syrup.
Well, speaking of crappy candy, Smarties. When I was
those are terrible.
when I was little, I thought they were so good. I would eat them. But now it's like eating chalk.
Oh, yeah.
It's straight sugar and chalky. It's
You remember
terrible.
like cigarette candy?
Oh, yeah.
I remember those.
Or blow on it and the powdered sugar would come out or whatever it was, or whatever's in there.
Look at what they've done.
They
to
still
smoking.
sell them. You know, we go to Litchfield Beach, South Carolina, which is just right there in Polly's Island.
Mm-hmm.
And they call them the hammock shops. And there's a really big candy store in there, and they still sell those cigarettes, candy cigarettes or whatever. Bo always gets them.
Yeah. Your kids are at the age now. Like, are they interested in going to haunted houses and stuff?
Mac went to one last year with his then love interest or girlfriend or girl he was dating, and then but that's the last. No, not really. We're not really into that. Yeah, well, I guess our family, or I don't really care about it, but like they don't invite that into that. Like I'm obsessed with true crime and mysteries and psychological thrillers and serial killers and all that stuff. So
I don't think
not like in the crazy side of it, just like on the psychological like aspect of it. Like how can somebody do what they do?
Mm.
And the mystery behind it, and whether they've been caught or not. Like oh my God, like I just watched. It's called Horror on the High Desert, and this is about a hiker, or I guess he's a survivalist guy who his job is like mapping out remote areas in Nevada for like hunters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also like a self-taught survivalist. So he'll go out like on these expeditions, you know, multiple days, and then come back and whatever. But I guess he ran this blog or whatever, and he came across like this small shack and like out in the middle of nowhere, because he smelled the smell of smoke faintly, and he's like, why there shouldn't be smoke out here.
Mm-hmm.
This, that, and the other. So he goes out there, sees it. He has some trepidation, doesn't feel right. So it's like, but he says he's 3 days into this hike. So he's 3 days out from where his car was, his truck was. He starts walking back because he's like spooked out. So he's walking back, you know, he sleeps in his tent the first night, and he feels like he's being watched or followed. And he's so scared, he sleeps with his shoes on in the tent that night because he didn't have his firearm. He was like, I don't know.
So if he needs to run,
he can run, right? So and I'm kind of like just nervous talking about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So he wakes up in the morning and there's bare footprints around the tent. Spooked out, leaves, nothing happens, has this sense of whatever. So on his blog, he says, what he sees and this, that, and the other. And I guess his followers are kind of like bullying him, like, no, this isn't true. This blah, blah, blah. Take a picture, blah, blah, blah. Tell us the coordinates. And he's always like, no, I'm not going to tell you the coordinates of this stuff, because he wants to protect people from not like going out there and killing themselves from, exposure and hurting themselves and things of that nature. So he's like, all right, I'll go back out there. And he's like, I'll bring my firearm. And he goes back out there. And all the time, he's videotaping this, right? So at the end of this documentary, it shows this last videotape of him. And how do they get the videotape is what's so eerie. So 5 weeks later, because he's missing, can't find him. So 5 weeks later, there's a couple camping somewhere, I guess in the vicinity. And his backpack is resting on a shovel in their campsite. It was deliberately laid there overnight. And guess what was around the campsite? Bare feet.
Bare feet.
And what was in that bag was all the stuff and a severed hand. His severed hand.
Oh my gosh.
Not torn, but cleanly just off.
So is the guy still missing?
And the severed hand was clutching the video camera.
Oh, wow.
And the video camera still had the USB or the flash drive in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it had this private eye, because this dude's sister, because his mom and dad had passed. And so his sister had hired this private eye or whatever. went in to watch the video and describe the video. And at the end of this documentary, they showed this video. And I don't know if this is if it was a true video or if it was like
the reenactment
of it. So they didn't say it was a reenactment. I think it was the true video because when you hear the guy talking, it sounds just like the guy.
Yeah.
Right? Because he has this like lisp or speech impediment. Like it's something weird about him. I don't know. I think he may be like autistic or on the spectrum because he was super smart. So, I mean, not to say that was bad or anything, but just you could hear something in his voice that was just kind of off, kind of like my voice. Just kidding. But anyway, so they show this video of his last moments, and he goes up and he uses infrared camera, and he's watching through his lens at night, so there's no visible light. And he shines it on this shack, and it sure as hell shows it, whether it's the real shack or real footage or not. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, he sees this guy, and he's all disfigured. And the best way I can describe it was actually this morning when I was watching Goonies. He almost looked like Sloth.
Oh, really?
But like only one eye was there, and the other eye was not. And he was just completely and utterly disfigured, and he could see him. He was like looking around because he could, you know, obviously he's looking at the dark, right? He's just probably listening and looking, or this reenactment, or whether it was real or not. I don't, you know, as far as the video goes, I think everything else was real. But then like he's like, you know, in the woods, kind of trying to back up, and he sees him, and he fires his gun like 6 times or whatever times, and he empties the clip out, and this guy comes, attacks him with a machete. And then basically like lights out. Like you don't see the rest of the video, but like you see his face. It's crazy. It's absolutely and utterly.
So this is all a true story.
All a true story. This guy resided in Ruth, Nevada.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I actually got on Google Earth last night or this morning, or I think last night. And I was like, I looked up Ruth, Nevada, and I was like, okay, 3 days. I'm thinking to myself, 20 miles a day, that's 60-mile radius. So I draw a 60-mile radius around Ruth, because I'm like, what if you could find this cabin?
Oh my God.
I'm not saying I would ever go out there, but like to solve this weird mystery. And then I was like looking like just for a split second, and I was like, they're like, or not even a split second, for like 20 minutes. So like this would take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because even, you know, it happened back in 2017. So you'd have to go back in the Google Earth images and look at it then. And like, and it's just the imagery isn't as clear, and I don't know. You would think a boulder might be a shack or something, you know what I mean? Or an outcropping of something might be, but like it is. And there's two other documentaries, but you have to buy them on Amazon. I'm thinking about buying them or not renting them or whatever, that they think might be related to this Gary. What, I don't know his last name, but
Yeah, all that stuff that fascinates me. Like I'm all for like a true crime and a mystery.
Yeah, wow, like a remote hermit, disfigured, wants to be left alone, and someone comes across him. And he's like, "Fuck you! What are you doing? I'm gonna kill you now." I guess.
Yeah. I mean, okay, that all makes sense. But the weird part is him putting the backpack with the hand at the other camper's site.
I know.
That's
the thing was, I forgot to mention this too, is the truck was moved. So the truck was 55 miles away from Ruth, and they found blood or fingerprints all over his fingerprints in the truck. And guess what was around the truck? Bare footprints.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this guy, if he was disfigured or not, knew how to operate a vehicle.
Yeah.
Was, you know,
going around killing people.
I mean,
did he have bare?
But it makes me want to watch
slippers.
It makes me want to watch the second.
You mean bare feet?
Like the prints of bare feet, like you're walking around with bare feet, like no shoes
like
on. Like,
oh, I thought you were.
No.
Bare.
Bare, like an actual, like you're walking around with no shoes.
Got it. Okay.
Like you're truly like, oh, there's a footprint of bare feet. Not a bear's foot.
I was looking for a connection between a bear and the disfigured
No. Sorry. And that's what they were saying. Like the arm was not torn off. Like it wasn't like an animal.
It was clean.
It was a clean, severed cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I always sit there and watch it, and Sometimes it drives you crazy because you want answers, but there's just no answers to some of these cold cases.
Yeah, exactly. And then too, like I mean, there was that show on Netflix called Mindhunters that kind of got behind the psychology in the 70s.
You know, they're talking about they're bringing it back.
I would hope so because it was a great.
Well, it was a great show. There was only 2 or 3 seasons of it.
I think they left it open to come back because they were mirroring. There's a parallel storyline of BTK and the beginning of his story.
There's a new BTK.
I saw that
thing
too.
On I haven't watched it yet.
Watch it.
It's like from the perspective of his daughters or something.
It's pretty intense.
BTK. You want to tell Nikki about?
Yeah,
BTK?
I have no idea.
BTK stands for bind, torture, and kill.
He was the BTK killer.
Okay.
So this guy was
a serial killer?
He was a serial killer. I forgot his real name.
I don't remember. Just a normal.
Yeah, probably a good thing. But either way, Dennis Rader.
Yeah, Dennis Rader.
Dennis Rader. So he would go around, I guess he would prey on women, or that would be his whatever. But I guess that was a sexual fantasy of his, was, I guess, controlling and binding and torturing.
And then killing them.
And killing women.
Yeah.
Through strangulation. And he finally got caught because he wanted to, and the crazy thing was he was the leader of his church.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
He was married, had two or three kids.
He was like a deacon of the church or something.
Wow.
He worked for the city as like a like a controller guy, or ordinance guy. He would go around and be like, "Hey, your lawn's too tall. You need to cut it. I'm gonna write you a ticket." You know, a control freak, right?
Yeah.
So
that tracks psychologically.
Yeah. So but he would correspond with the news agency and the police because he was just a narcissist, right? They all are. Mm-hmm. Thinking they can't get caught. Did you know he actually went to the news station and visited?
Yeah.
And asked questions about it, because they say a lot of these killers want to put themselves back in to the investigation, or they want to be near it. They want to be around it. It gives them
narcissist.
It gives them another thrill.
Yeah.
Well, it gives them another thrill, and it also, they can kind of see where they're at on things, because they're constantly trying to push the boundary.
Right. And stay one step ahead. It's that cat and mouse game.
Well, that, and then also that thrill of it. They're trying to get that bump of adrenaline or that dopamine hit that they're getting out of all that.
So I think the way, after he visited that news station, he sent another letter. He got some sort of...
Well, she needs to know that he was always sending letters.
Yeah,
to the
he
news.
was always sending letters. But after that visit, he sent another letter, and they knew that he had been... Because I guess... He only sent information that they knew that somebody in that group was there, or somebody had been in the building, I guess, so to speak, recently, or this, that, and the, I don't even know. Either way, just crazy. And they end up catching the guy because he was like, "Be honest with me," because he corresponded. He's like, "If I correspond by floppy disk, can you trace it?" And they said, "No, we can't trace it," which is a lie. And they said, well, I think they put an ad in the classified to respond to him, in code, no, we can't trace it. So he sends in a floppy, they trace it to his church, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. It was it was what, 80s? Was it 80s?
Well, that's the thing is they're trying to figure out what other victims, if there are.
I think that
there was 10 victims, and that's what this kind of that Netflix show is. I don't want to ruin it for you, but I think what his daughter's doing is trying to recall and go back in her history,
Yeah, because all this was happening
when she was a child,
when she was a kid, and I think that they thought that there were some other murders connected to him. But
that's what they're trying to figure out is because he took a break for a long time, while he was apparently raising his family.
Yeah,
was able to stave off that what's the word I'm looking for, that the bad thing that he wants to do.
Yeah.
And just not eating 3 pieces of candy a day like I did. So, but anyways, and then I guess he started back up, but I guess they're trying to figure out before, she was born, or I guess maybe even married. I mean, I don't even know.
What's interesting about all these serial killers, and I think the reason that I like watching that is because, they're typically pretty smart, And because think about this, if somebody goes and commits a crime right now, if you really think it through, you can probably cover up your crime. If you can be straight faced about it, it's probably a little bit harder now with all the digital traces of everything. I was going to say
now it's a lot harder, but like
I'm just saying that if you were committing a crime,
90s and before, I think if you were smart, you could probably get away.
But that's what the problem with it is. Like people are dumb about that stuff.
But yeah,
it's like the telltale heart. Edgar Allan Poe's telltale heart. Like is most of the time, it's like you can't. You're just like you can't hold in that you've done this thing.
But like think about you have to be calm and collected in the situation to.
I'm saying that those people that do these crimes are able to get over that part of them.
Oh yeah, because they're psychopathic.
Yeah, because they're psychopaths.
They compartmentalize their feelings.
Yeah, they can compartmentalize, and they revisit the murder and be like, oh, what's going on here?
Feel no empathy or anything.
Yeah, man. But
yeah.
The BTK, man, he was an interesting one because it was in our time.
Well, and what was so fascinating to me too was when he got up and described everything in court. It was like it was just like he was sweeping, like he was just telling him how he cleaned the house. Like it's just like so matter of fact, and I'm just. That's what baffles me. Like, and that's part of my interest too, is like, how does somebody get to that point? Are you born that way? Is it like, is it environment and a little bit of weird wiring that you're born with? I mean, is it like totally, innate? Is it like,
that's why we like Mind Hunters, because Mind Hunters, it's just a show.
Sure.
It's a drama, but they're trying to dive into like figuring out why these serial killers were doing these things and like their process of thinking and how they're compartmentalizing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, everything is nature and nurture. It's not one or the other. Trauma in early childhood definitely is a factor for a lot of people because in order to go into survival mode, your brain overcompensates.
Sure.
And it just shuts things off. So that's part of the nurture side of it. But a lot of times people are predisposed to that with certain genetics.
Yeah, but I think we all, go through these feelings and emotions, but we don't go out and fucking murder somebody.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They've actually shown, I've seen maps of like psychopaths versus regular people, and their entire prefrontal cortex is like turned off. Like not even functioning. In your prefrontal cortex is where you have decision making.
But even if you didn't have any of those things firing, like how do you go and physically kill somebody? And then I get like not caring about it afterwards, but something had to happen to be like, I'm so mad at this person that I'm going to kill him.
Well, that's the prefrontal cortex. And you don't have it makes you more impulsive if you don't have that restraint.
And that's why men are more impulsive
too. If you're mad, you just do it.
The prefrontal cortex doesn't fully develop in a male until they're like 28 or 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these serial killers.
Decision making.
25 or was it 25? Yeah, I think it's 25.
Okay, 25. Yeah.
I think some men are probably 28 to 30.
Or 44.
Yeah, 44.
Yeah.
Mine developed last year.
But yeah, it's 25. And even in raising kids, like I get frustrated with, one of our children sometimes who always wants to like do these really big things. And I really am proud of him for wanting to do these big things. But I feel like, man, he's not thinking this through. He's not saving enough to do that. And he's going to get in a trap later on. And I remember he's not 25 yet.
Yeah.
He's working on developing that.
He's not thinking the end goal and working back. Like, all right,
yes.
How do I? Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But it's sick though, man. People do some fucked up stuff, and it's hard to believe. I mean, when's the last time? What's the most recent serial killer there's been?
Your mom.
Oh, damn. Yeah. James is in on it too.
They're in your mom.
Your mom is not safe. May she rest in peace. But she is not safe.
Rest in peace.
You got to have a picture up here somewhere.
She'll say that to our kids.
She probably
be like,
started
that. Happened this morning.
Hold on. They'll be like, Jack will say, so what are we having for dinner? And he'll say, your mom. Or she'll say, your mom.
So this morning we went to Fairview Donuts and got some Fairview Donuts. There's some up there if you want some. Oh. Anyways, Jack and I were discussing what we were going to get, and I was like, well, we definitely have to get some apple fritters. He said, your mom's an apple fritter. And then I said, your mom's an apple fritter. I was like, oh, wait, that's me. You just said that.
What?
Your mom jokes are strong in the Hollis household.
Man.
But it's funny because I tell them to my kids all the time, and they're like, wait, that's you. Yeah.
You're the ma.
Did you see when Caroline Levitt said to your mom to a reporter?
No, did she really?
Yeah, she said your mom too.
So a reporter was asking her, well, who made the decision where that was going to happen? And she said, your mom did. Yeah.
I was like,
I think that was just this past week.
She's awesome.
Yeah, it was this week.
I love her.
She gives zero shits.
She's awesome. She just had a baby too, I think.
So your mom jokes are very, very
good.
strong around here.
Well done. I like
what else? Anything else? Well, okay, let me ask you this. We're talking about shows.
We just went down through like 80 different rabbit holes there.
So,
no structure whatsoever.
So sticking to the Halloween theme, do you currently, or did you ever watch, like, are you into all the horror movies?
No, that's the one. Again, that's kind of where I draw the line. Like that, like the blood and guts and the gore. Like I started watching that. What's the one that came out recently? About
I don't know,
about the inspiration behind the Chainsaw Killer.
The Robert
Ed Gein.
Yeah.
I started watching that, hadn't finished it. I just that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of more. And even though it's a true story,
I'm talking about like horror movies, like Friday the 13th.
No, I don't know. Or Freddy Krueger.
Freddy
or Jason. No, I don't know. No.
I was gonna say that I've never watched any of those movies because when I was younger, my mom told me I couldn't watch that.
Yeah, me too.
And so I've never seen them.
And they used to scare the shit out of me. I didn't want to be scared as a kid.
I know.
I mean, American Werewolf in Paris. Remember that one?
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
I think it's a kind of a comedy horror. But I remember seeing that as a kid, and it frightened the shit out of me.
The only horror movies that I've seen is like the Scream series, but that was because it was like 99 or 98 or 99 when that came out. So I was more.
And that's not like when I'm saying horror, I'm thinking like disfigured people, like.
I'm saying horror genre.
Okay, all right.
And I don't mean like
Tim's got to be specific.
I'm not saying like
bare feet,
I get
bare
it.
feet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch that shit either. Like any of these gory things. I'm just saying like these dumb like Jason movies.
No, to answer your question, then no. Broadly,
do your kids watch that?
No, I don't allow that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Again, my family doesn't like to.
But there's a lot of parents. There's a lot of parents that watch that shit with their kids.
No, we're not one of those. And not to if. Our listeners out there are one of those families, not to knock you, but we don't. That's just not us.
No, I get it. If
you have family time, you have family time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying.
God, you're mean to the maybe 7 of the 14 listeners are not going to be happy about that.
They're going to be extremely happy.
I will say, as a parent who we watched what our kids watched, you could always tell the friends who were able to do and watch whatever they wanted.
Oh, sure.
There's just.
That's why you went to their houses so you can smoke cigarettes upstairs and like stupid shit like that.
You know those friends when they come over. You just know. They're always trying to push your kids into like, well, let's just watch this. I don't think my parents will. Yeah, let's just do it. There's something dark that comes over with them.
Yeah, that's why you kick them out of the house and say, you ain't coming over no more.
Well, not just with that kind of stuff, but we always kind of had a pretty protective force field around our family.
Yeah, of course. Why? That's your responsibility as a parent.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the first thing you sign up for.
Yeah, we got 3 good kids. I mean,
our kids are amazing.
Your kids are getting older too, Daniel, and you'll see how you've raised them, or how
you got an extra pouch.
How Erica's raised them.
Yeah, Erica's done a great job. I just sit on the sidelines and watch. What are these? Sixers?
Mm-hmm.
Honey lemon?
You'll be fine with it, Daniel. Don't get too emotional about that. Dude, you remember a can of old?
That's the only last one.
There's a bunch more.
Tim Hollis is never out of his supplies.
Look at Frank over there watching you.
Hey, Frank.
His eyes are all big.
What are you doing, little man? I like your sweater.
Put him in your lap so
he's got a Halloween sweater on.
The viewers can see him.
Come on. Hey, come on.
They can see his Halloween sweater.
Is Frank scared of me?
He's scared. He's not scared of anything.
Come here, Bubba. Come here.
You just said Frank's not scared of anything.
He's not.
Come on.
He's not.
He's afraid of everything. He's an anxious little thing.
Frank,
So what else you got going on, Daniel? You've been busy with work?
Yeah, busy with work. It's good. Came back from fall break. Went up to my parents. Have a little cabin house, mountain house. I mean, they call it a mountain house, but it's not really a mountain. I mean, I guess it's a mountain because I think a mountain's technically over 1,000 feet. But
yeah,
up in Grundy County, kind of near Swanee, near Savage Gulf. It's right on the back edge of Savage Gulf. So it's really pretty up there. So I just went up there like on a Saturday and did absolutely nothing for like 3 or 4 days. And
that was what, like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. And then came back, and then, obviously on vacation, work doesn't just like disappear.
Right.
It's always going to be there. Lots to catch up on. So it's almost like, man, what's the point of vacation if it's like you're doing double time when you get back? It's almost like you just want to pepper a little bit in when you're on vacation.
That's what Tim Hollis does.
Daniel does estimating at work, and so that's why when he was talking about that documentary, he was like on Google Earth measuring the 20.
Okay.
Like it's just ingrained into him to
scope out the property.
Yeah. So it was, but it was good. No, it was a good trip, and then we put the rooftop tent on our truck or Sequoia, and let the boys sleep in it outside, and it was
they like that.
Perfect weather for that. Yeah, it was really fun. So.
What do you think about this dramatic fall just coming back with a vengeance? Like it's 40s at night.
Well, we had football last Saturday and it was 85 degrees.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Sunday, Monday rolls around. I was like, I think we're kind of done with that. And here it comes.
The leaves are falling a lot around here right now.
I know,
in the Nashville area.
It was a beautiful drive up here. I didn't see a crane to tear up on the way. I looked, but I didn't see one.
Well, that's what Mike is always giving you shit about.
I know. What the hell? Because and the guy that wants a bear tattoo with a tuxedo
right.
is giving me shit.
Yeah.
Because I teared up on a personal level and opened up about it on the podcast. He's giving me hell.
I know. Well,
if anybody in our Finn group is going to be a serial killer, it's him because he's emotionless.
Well,
that's for you, Mike. Do you think? I think James. I'm
just
agrees
proud of
with
you
me.
for getting your retaliation in.
Finally, I'm usually the nice guy.
I know.
I typically am.
I feel bad about it because when we called you that day, we should call Mike here in a second.
If he's woken up, he's putting all that stuff together last night, sending this screenshot. I'm at work at 5 o'clock on a Friday. I'm like, well, sorry, bud. That was me last week, bro.
Welcome to life.
When they were on here that day, talking shit about you or giving you shit, I was like,
I gotta listen to that then.
Why? No, that you were on the phone when it was happening.
But I was in the midst of I was making dinner. James knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're in it, but you're not in it.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's call him.
And you guys were having a good time, and I felt bad, and because that was the second time I canceled, and it just felt bad.
You know what? There's grace enough for everybody in the world, including Daniel.
But at least I told them that they could do it without me, and I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I could have been like, no, guys, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
I think Tim or Joseph would have done something like that.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason for you to feel bad. You're here now.
Thank you. I like her. I'm going to add her to my prayer list.
That's good.
Sweet.
That's when you made it with me.
Nice. Okay.
We'll just call every phone he's got.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling,
I'll
see if this person is available.
He's screening you.
Oh, hell yeah, he's screening you.
Tim.
You know he's going to be on. Boy. You better answer that phone, boy. You better get out of bed, boy.
He's not going to answer the phone.
He ain't going to answer.
We could call Joseph so you can question him while he's being a dick. I know. Let's call
Mile wide, inch deep. His wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, that's true. All right, you ready?
His hair is so long. I saw him when I went into the office for a meeting. I mean, it is really long.
Him and Jack were comparing their hair length, seeing whose is longest.
He's probably changing out the transmission in the Corvette. Maybe we can get Rico on the line.
Yeah.
Suave? You get it?
Rico Suave?
Rico Suave. He's not going to answer, too. It's 9:30. These people are sleeping.
Why are they sleeping?
I don't know. I was up at 5:30 this morning.
I know.
I was ready to roll.
Hello?
I'm assuming I'm on the podcast.
No, you're not.
You're not. And nobody's died.
No, nobody's here. You're all alone.
Well, I just assume somebody died.
You know what happens when you assume, Joseph? You make an ass out of you and me.
This is the second time this conversation's happened today because Rico and Sam just had the same conversation about assuming, and
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you assume.
Well, before we go any further, Daniel would like to say something to you.
What?
Is it about him being a bitch?
Oh man! So this is pretty much probably what he said the whole time about me. Basically, they told me that you and Mike talk shit about me, Joseph. There's me hitting the microphone, and you're not here to hit me on the hand.
Well,
tap,
well,
tap,
hold
tap,
on.
tap, tap.
I would like to state for the record that if you'd shown up to the podcast at any of those times, I would have said it to your face. I would have said, "Daniel, you're a bitch."
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate the honesty. Well,
yeah,
things happen.
Why?
Joseph is probably the most aggressive person I've ever met in my entire life.
He is pretty aggressive.
Aggressive and foul.
Yeah, he is foul.
Much like your mom.
Joseph. Oh. Joseph,
well
when are you gonna cut your hair? I was just commenting when I saw you for that meeting the other day that it was really, really long. And I mean, not that I don't like it. I was just curious.
I'm going for Willie Nelson braids down to my waist.
Yes,
I love it.
Have you tried the braids yet?
He was on this podcast one time with him.
You know, Daniel, if you'd watched the podcast, you would know all these answers.
All right, just think of me as like an actor, and I'm not going to sit there and watch my own movie, right? Do actors do that?
These are the ones that you're not in.
Well played, Joseph.
That's true. Well done, Joseph. All right, you won this battle. I'll get you the next time.
You got Rico there with you?
Yeah, look, I'll even put you on.
Yeah.
Oh, Rico, you're on the podcast. What up, Sam?
What's up, Rico?
Hey, Rico, Suave.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
When are you coming over so we can talk about your food problems?
Oh, it's not going to be a racist thing?
Yeah, we'll talk about your race too. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Rico is black for the viewers and listeners.
Your mom is black.
Rico's mom isn't even black. That joke doesn't fit with anybody in this conversation.
My mom is not black, actually. She's from the Caucasus Mountains, like you are.
like you all. I feel
well, just assuming from the other end of the phone that everyone over there is of the European descent.
You mean like Caucasian?
Yeah, the Caucasus Mountains.
The Caucasus Mountains.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave y'all alone. Daniel just wanted to tell Joseph that he was a bitch. We tried to call him.
He didn't even say it.
I thought Joseph said Daniel was a bitch.
You're a bitch, Joseph.
There it is.
There we go, Daniel.
I love you guys.
There, we didn't have time for you. See you. Well, there you go.
He came in swinging on that phone call.
Why?
You barely had a word in, and he was already
what he
cutting
always
you down.
does.
I'm trying to just be nice.
Well, that's what Joseph is. He is aggressive from time to time.
He is.
And
From
foul.
time to time.
I mean, but when we see each other in person, he just gives me the world's biggest hug. But then,
Which is strange for him because he doesn't hug anybody.
but he'll hug me.
So yeah.
You love the ones you hate.
Well, Mike's not here so that we can call him.
Oh,
so
well.
that's fine.
That's all good.
Well, you got any plans for the remainder of the year? We're in the third quarter of the year, so for us, it's kind of like
it's do or die season right now.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we're busy.
It is very busy.
We have had parties at our house every single weekend this month. Today is the second baby shower, and another weekend we had a birthday party. Like we've been.
You got a baby shower today?
Yeah,
We do.
I got a brick project I'm going to do when I get home today.
A brick project. What are you doing?
So that you know how sometimes when we have these cement, or the like your driveway, how it's that aggregate. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, aggregate.
But there's like a brick border that goes around the stoop of the front doorstep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been coming off. So I got to replace basically I chipped off all the old mortar. I'm gonna chip off a little bit more of the base layer, and then try my hand at some masonry.
No.
Well, that doesn't sound very fun.
No, I think it'll be all right though.
Yeah. Well, Nikki's been she's been working at Jets a couple days a week.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So my cousin Pat bought Jets in Bellevue. Shout out Pat.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out Jets. So he bought Jets in Bellevue back in July.
Okay.
I think it was
June.
June. Yeah. Yeah. And then I told him because I'm not working, so I'm just
She's fully semi-retired.
I'm fully
Yeah.
semi-retired.
That's awesome.
Fully semi-retired. Yeah.
So you working there? You
So what I did was like
delivering?
back in the summer when he first bought it, I was like, well, I'm not working, so if you ever need help, holler at me. So like a month ago, he messaged me in the middle of the week. He was like, is there any way you can can drive this weekend. I was like, sure.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because like I go up there and I work with a chunk of guys who are all between 18 to 25.
Isn't it hilarious?
And it's really fun. It's like being at home with my boys, except for my boys are all moving out now. So
yeah, you're like the mother hen of the group.
Yeah. So, except for my occasional your mom jokes.
Yeah.
But,
well, that makes you fit right in now.
Yeah, I fit right in. But it's so fun. So, like 2 nights a week, I'm delivering pizzas.
That's awesome.
And I've gotten to where I'm starting to like learn how to make them too. And my little brother, who's 25, just started working there too.
I'm sure that's good for you guys.
So I'm working with my brother and my cousin. It's really fun.
And she never brings any pizza home.
No, I don't. I did bring you wings a couple of times.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, wings
every time he mentions
their
Jets,
ranch. The ranch is where
they make it in house.
I know.
And we will go there and like they think we're ordering a pizza and we're like, no, we just want a bottle of ranch and get the hell out of here.
I always tell people the best ranch is Jets because I used to work there at that same one with
I need to find out the recipe.
Well, it's very easy.
I know.
It's very easy. But their ranch is the best.
It's phenomenal.
Well, and also they make all their dough in-house. It's never frozen.
Oh, that's huge too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Papa John. I think Papa John's is that way too.
Possibly. I don't know.
Domino's maybe. Something. I don't remember. Never frozen. Maybe that's Wendy's. Maybe that's Wendy's.
I used it was, yeah.
Never frozen patties.
Yeah. I used to work at Jets back, hell, it's probably been about 20 years ago now?
Long time.
15, 20 years ago, I was working at that Jets because like I've said this before on here. I know how to do 2 things. I know how to do landscaping and I know how to make pizzas.
Yeah.
And so me and Pat used to have a really good time like making pizzas on the line together. You know how it is in that industry. It's like busy as shit, just like chaos and then nothing.
Yep.
And then there's nothing and then there's chaos.
It's just that's the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
Well,
it's very, you got Halloween, your peak hours and it's like, yeah.
Pat told me last night that Halloween is their busiest night of the year.
Of course.
And so far, I'm the only driver he's got. So he said, anybody who wants to come drive, come drive. And he said, tell Tim if he wants to come in. Every single week, he's like, tell Tim if he wants to come in.
Part of Pat having her there is so he can like.
He's trying to get to
Tim.
He's
trying to get to me because he wants me to come and make pizzas with him.
Yeah, they always had a great time.
You gotta, yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, the problem is the thing that's changed since 20 years ago is I can't be on my feet that amount of time.
Yeah.
It's too much for standing on them.
Yeah.
Of
Even
course.
if they had like one of those cushion pads and
well,
stuff.
they do have those cushion pads, but it's like
still not enough.
Yeah, I know. Like usually I'm good for standing for like 10 or 15 minutes, but then I got to sit down because I'm fat and my feet hurt.
Gotcha.
So, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I delivered pizzas for a week, for my buddy and my dad's friend Jim Rigby used to own Pizza Nizza.
Oh yeah,
right off of Cool Springs Boulevard, corner of Moores and Franklin Road, kind of in that shopping center, right across the street from that new development or Caddy Corner.
Yeah.
Kind of where that Walgreens is on the corner.
Pizza Nizza.
Yeah, man. So I delivered pizza during spring break, I think, for a week, like in the evenings. And that was back pre-cell phone. And you had to look at the map and figure out and plan your route and figure it out.
Fucking print that shit off on MapQuest.
Not even that. Like just write it down on fucking scratch paper. Turn left here, turn right here.
You had to know the city.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, you got experience. We can use you next Friday.
Dude, I'm telling you. What's the radius that he services?
Technically, it's a 5-mile radius, but it's like a 5 miles straight radius from the store. So sometimes some of those places will be like 10, 15 minutes away, but usually not more than that. Yeah. Usually most of them are like within the 10-minute drive.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's crazy now. Like I didn't realize that a lot of those delivery places use DoorDash and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's where, granted, you know, when you're using a delivery person straight from the entity itself, it could still get shady if they choose to be shady. But like when it goes to a third party like that, there's something like to me that's kind of weird. And I got this dude dropping off my McDonald's and Big Mac that he just went to get for me, and Lord knows what he could have done to that sandwich in the time.
Yeah, we talked.
I know they can do that at the store if they want to.
We talked about this on the last podcast about like DoorDash and that kind of stuff. Like I don't
he may just be having or she may just be having a bad day and just do something weird and take it out on you or your food or something like that. And I'm just like, you could be the nicest person and you know he just, I don't know, got a speeding ticket or something or got in a car wreck and fuck this person spitting their food. I'm just saying, I don't know. But like, to me, it's just, I don't know. To me, that's the epitome. I guess delivery would be lazy. You could say that's lazy too, but like DoorDash. I mean, it's one thing where the place, consistently offers, yeah, all right, great. Pizza delivers, great. McDonald's, it doesn't deliver, so we got to go get it, right? It's not like, all right, we're just going to DoorDash McDonald's now because we can. I'm not going to pay the extra $5 and then you're going to tip the guy. I mean, that's just so much.
That's exactly what I said about it.
From the business perspective, specifically what I've heard Pat talk about with Jets is like, there's times where he has to use it because he doesn't have a driver, but he says, I don't want to use it at all because when he orders DoorDash to take a delivery for him,
there's no personalization to it.
You have no idea how long that's going to take to get there. Are they doing other deliveries? Are they stopping at the store? Like, you don't know, but when you have your own drivers.
And the integrity of the product by the time it gets to your door.
Exactly, because as soon as it comes out of the oven, delivery, all right, I got it.
It's going to be in a hot bag. And it's going to be...
Yeah, yesterday I was delivering a pizza that was so hot. I mean, like I had multiple deliveries because Fridays are busy. So it's like I'll do 2 if they're close together at the same time. One of the ones I was pulling out of the bag at the house after I got there, 10 minutes from the store, was still steaming to the point that the inside of the bag was getting wet. And I was like, that's fresh.
There you go.
You can't get that with DoorDash.
Jets fresh.
Yeah.
Jets fresh.
Bellevue location. Number is
yeah, if you're in the Bellevue area, go check out Pat at Jets. So
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, my sister Kimmy put in a big order last night for pickup. You want to know what name she put it under? Mike Roch.
Oh my God.
Oh, Kimmy.
That's funny.
Oh, Kimmy.
Mike Crotch.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's no, it's not hilarious.
It's not. It's just
that's old school funny. Kids these days, do they even come up with that stuff anymore?
Yeah.
I feel like that was more our generation.
Crank calling.
Even the whole your mom thing. I remember the reason that we do the your mom thing because it was so redneck and nasty when we were kids that like it was the awful. But now it's like we do it. So is it like what's the?
I don't know if they do it anymore. They get all these weird TikTok trends. I don't even keep up with it. I can't even like.
What do you mean weird TikTok
6,
trends?
7.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Do you know what it is?
It officially means nothing. There's no meaning behind it. It's just a thing people say.
See,
Mike kept texting that to me the other day.
It's like you saying, I don't know, 72.
There's nothing.
What does that mean? Nothing.
It means nothing.
I'm just gonna hang out with it. All right.
Now a lot of their slang does mean things, but that one in particular means nothing.
See, that's pointless.
Yeah,
it's a waste of breath.
Yes.
Well, I just did a Google search here. The meaning of 6'7" is largely nonsensical.
Yeah.
And derives from a viral internet meme popular with Generation Alpha and younger teens. It has no single fixed definition and is ambiguous nature as part of the joke. Okay,
See?
so it just fucking did what it was supposed to do to me. Yeah. It's supposed to like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's fuck with your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making you think you're not getting something, but there's nothing to get.
I mean, are we that? Is that where we're at as humanity?
That's what scares me. But our parents probably said the same thing when we were listening to Nirvana and.
Yeah, well, that's true. I know that for sure.
The butthole surfers and shit like that.
The butthole surfers.
Oh my God, my son's listening to the butthole surfers.
I made this comment to Nikki the other day. We went and saw Mumford and Sons on Wednesday.
Oh, how was that?
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
It was a really like what I was telling her though is back when we were younger, it's like you knew how good a band or something was doing because when you flip it on MTV, how much play they're getting on the top shows and all that. So Mumford and Sons, like they had an album this year and I listened to it and I think it's great. But I'm like, I figured that not a lot of people were going to be going to Mumford and Sons. We get there and it's fucking packed.
On a Wednesday night.
At Bridgestone.
Good.
Fucking packed.
Deserved.
And it's like, how are I guess social media kids are like following band pages and stuff like that. But
they're all over the place.
I was just so surprised at like, it was fucking packed there.
Yeah.
And it was a great show.
It was a fantastic show.
That's cool. I've never seen them live.
I mean, the main dude was like running into the audience and everything.
Oh wow!
It was really cool. They had like intimate moments and like a mini stage in the middle of the arena, and then they had like big on stage stuff with like fire.
God.
And like the sparkler curtain basically coming down and like disintegrating on the stage.
The pyrotechnics were there.
It was it was really cool, but there was a lot of big moments, and then there was a lot of really sweet small moments, and then him running into the crowd and running halfway up the bleachers, even in the back, like it was awesome.
That's cool.
Lainey Wilson jumped in and did some songs with them. Wow. And their opener was great, which is not usual. Like normally a lot of opener bands aren't that, but what was it? Sierra
something.
Farrell?
Yeah, Sierra Farrell.
Yeah, she was actually really good.
That's cool.
And then she came back and did a song or two with them later.
That's cool.
Well, I have some unfortunate news that I just found right now.
What happened?
The whole podcast video is not here.
What do you mean?
It got deleted, so people will just have to listen to this one.
Well, they won't see the bad lighting.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I started re-recording it now, so maybe it'll pop up somewhere. But
is it one of those issues where like you've lost a video, but you can go in the back end and find it?
No, I think this one's gone, which is a good thing that I have the backup as usual.
There you go.
So, but yeah, anyway, it was a good show.
Yeah.
And yeah.
They were fantastic. We've seen them before, but this was 10 times better than we've seen them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really been into live music. I mean, I enjoy music, but it's never been like, man, I got to go see this guy. I got to go see this guy.
Well, I'm not really like that anymore because like it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like even sitting, I got the nosebleed tickets and it was like.
They were nosebleeds. There weren't many rows behind us.
They were like $50 a piece. I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah,
but like you get down not even too much closer and you're paying like $300 a ticket.
I know. It's just, to me, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
I'm not paying that.
Yeah,
no.
I agree. I was popping the CD, sit in the house.
That's right.
Pop the CD and sit in there. That's exactly right. Same with football.
Except for there's no CDs.
All right, or turn on the iPhone or whatever we listen to now. The computer.
You just aged yourself. That's okay. We're all the same age.
Pop the CD on. But
what else you gonna do?
I don't know.
For the iPod, I mean,
the only CD we have is
the stereo on. I mean, otherwise, I'm gonna Bluetooth my phone and my turtle box and listen to some tunes.
My turtle box.
Not mine, my son's.
We actually bought a CD player just last year specifically for Garth Brooks CDs because he doesn't stream anything. So we never even break them out. But I did get those specifically for Slim Jim over here.
There you go.
Because he likes good old Garth Brooks.
Slimmy boy. I like Garth Brooks too.
Little Garth Brooks. There's nothing wrong with little Garth Brooks.
Thunder Rolls.
Oh hell yeah! And
that was the first country song I ever liked because when I moved to Tennessee, I was not a fan of country music.
I didn't start liking Garth until freshman year of college. Till around then, because I grew up here, born and raised, and I was like, man, I hate country music. I just never liked it, and then I slowly. After about 33 years of living here, it slowly grew on me.
Yeah. Thunder Rolls was the turning point for me, and I still don't like most of it, but stuff that sounds really classic.
Yeah,
country,
he's like, to me, he's like that bridge of old school country, but yet kind of a new popish age, but he still holds the old school that's song. It's not like a he's got the twang and the fiddles and all this, and it's not like country rap and
I like
Taylor Swift. When Taylor Swift came out as country, she was never country. She was always a pop artist, but she was just in the country genre.
The only country that I like is Chris Stapleton. That is like country, old country, and it's like it's just.
Or Sturgill Simpson. Do you like him?
Yeah, Sturgill Simpson's cool.
Do you like
I like some
What's that West Virginia
Randy Travis.
Guy?
Yeah, you do like some Randy Travis.
Who's that guy?
The Country Roads guy?
No. He's got the red head. He's got red hair.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking.
Tyler Childress.
No, that's the guy that wrote Yellowstone.
Oh, Tyler.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way. So.
Well, Danny boy.
All right, brother. Appreciate y'all having me on.
What do you mean, y'all?
James.
I'm a co-host, right?
I mean, she helped you build this beautiful palace.
I painted this office.
She probably helped you. She gave you the energy to build all this beautiful tables.
I support you in all you do.
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
You got you magnets that are up in my house as we speak.
Well, he did that.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks for being here.